one of the things that you're seeing in the marketplace, and we all feel it and we all read about it, right, is the C-suite sense of risk around our world is spiking. It started, it was kind of doing this for a long time, and in 2016 it went like this, and it's basically on a pair, it's just going zoom right now. Cmo Tenure, so you see a lot of different stats on this, but if you look at Fortune 1000 stats as opposed to some subset of that, right? Cmo Tenure is 18 to 22 months, and that's a third of the next worst off member of the C-suite, which is the CIO typically. And ironically enough, for a lot of the same sorts of reasons. I can talk about that a little later if you want. But average agency tenure right now is around 26 months. This has profound implications for profitability. You're spending more to gain the business, so you go into the account work with a debt, if you will, that used to have a lot of runway to amortize that debt. Now you don't. Procurement is doing its thing. Labor costs are going up, all that kind of stuff, right? This stat right here is probably one of the most indicative of where we all are right now. So there's approximately somewhere between 11,000 and 12,000 board seats in the Fortune 1000. 3,649 are filled by either sales leaders or leaders with extensive sales experience in their career. 89 are CMOs and 3 are CCOs. So if you're a company, if you're a board, and you have concerns about revenue growth and profitability and all this kind of stuff, this is not good, right? But high-class problem, because it doesn't go to the heart of this profession's contribution. This profession makes a huge contribution, not just at the top of the funnel, but all the way down through the funnel. No one knows it. So, last thing, concerns about waste, fraud, the economy, all these things are converging. So, a lot of questions around incremental value, a lot of questions around opportunity cost, not only across the business, right? Where should I spend my next dollar across the business for best value? But even within marketing or within comms, right? How do I balance this? So the whole nut of this is proof of incremental value. So I'm going to use this as an example. So this is a sales curve right here. This happens to be average sales velocity. This is around 2,000 salespeople, and they're all individuals acting individually, blah, 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 which means it's always a curve. All right? Marketing and communications, however, this is this arrow right here, are either succeeding or failing at scale. So let's just call a spade, right? You're either convincing most of your audience to believe what you want them to believe and do what you want them to do, or you're not, right? So, this actually is Honeywell when I arrived, okay? So this is the curve. This is where we were when I got there. There was no connection with the curve, and it means what you think it means. It means that there was no contribution in this area, sales. So we had to get to a point of intersection, but then what happened is that we kept going, in this case on trust numbers. And as the trust numbers got up and up and up, we reset the sales curve. So this area right here is incremental value. This is value that by the nature of sales itself, sales cannot create for itself, right? So this is the impact that marketing and communications had on this particular part of the business, and this is very easily valued in dollars and cents.